What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And in this video we have some very exciting news for you guys. Christian Falk, who is a very reliable, respectable German journalist, he's working for the Sportbild newspaper. He's saying that Thiago is leaving Bayern Munich 100%, and he also knows the club that he wants to go to, and that is Liverpool. I'm happy to reveal to you guys that Thiago wants to join Liverpool 100%. Now this is confirmed. It's just a matter of how Liverpool can come up with the money to sign Thiago. And according to the journalist, Thiago already put up his house for sale, and he's not leaving Bayern Munich in a very gentlemanly way. Basically what happened is Thiago wanted a new 4-year contract, but Bayern Munich were only giving him a 3-year contract, and Thiago said, I'm not signing that, I'm out of here, I already won 7 Bundesliga titles in a row. And guys, in this video we will also reveal what Jurgen Klopp said about Liverpool's transfer spending and transfer possibilities in the summer. So stay tuned, leave a like if you enjoy these, and subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you are new around here. So according to Sportbild, Thiago basically demanded a 4-year contract. He only got a 3-year contract offer, and he said, I'm not signing him. And this is what Christian Falk said on his Twitter, and we will discuss this in detail. Bayern Munich thinks Thiago is leaving. He didn't extend his contract, and the way he did it was not very gentlemanly. I think he will leave, but he has to bring a club, and he's very sure that he has a club, and we know the club. But the big question is the club paying the fee that Bayern Munich is expecting? So Thiago is very sure that he has a club that is interested in him, and that is Liverpool, because this is how Christian Falk continued, and I quote, "We are talking about Liverpool. They don't want to spend so much money this year. We know why they missed out on Timo Werner. If a player like Thiago is on the market and they need a player in this position, then it is a question of money. Liverpool is now Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich is now Man City." He's comparing it to the Leroy Sané deal. Some are trying to get the price lower, others are trying to get it higher. So for example, Bayern Munich are trying to get it higher, obviously, and Liverpool are trying to lower it. There have been no negotiations yet. Liverpool will have to pay the price for him, and Bayern Munich is doing everything to sell Thiago. They don't want to let him go for free next summer, which basically confirms what Karl-Heinz Rummenigge also said, that they are selling Thiago and they don't want to lose him on a free transfer next summer for sure. And the Sportbild newspaper also already revealed previously today that a real estate agent has actually offered already the house of Thiago for sale, which basically confirms that Thiago is leaving not only Bayern Munich, but he's leaving Germany as well, and he probably wants to move to the Premier League. So this is very, very exciting developments. However, Liverpool still need to come up with the money, and it hinges on the fact that if Liverpool can sell the likes of Lovren, Shaqiri, maybe Marco Grujic, Harry Wilson, players who were on loan last season. We could maybe even sell Ovia Jaria and other players. And Jurgen Klopp actually came out and said that Liverpool will spend money this summer if they have money. Liverpool want to strengthen the squad. They are always looking for players to sign. Jurgen Klopp confirmed it. But now, basically, what Jurgen Klopp said in his pre-match press conference for the Arsenal game. By the way, leave your predictions in the comments below. What is your prediction for the Arsenal-Liverpool game? I'm so excited for that. Basically, Jurgen Klopp confirmed that Liverpool want to sign players. Right now, it's very uncertain how much money Liverpool have in the next 1 year, because of the pandemic, because of no fans in the stadium, because we don't know whether the Premier League will get suspended again when the second wave hits England, or if the second wave hits England. There are so many uncertainties. Jurgen Klopp just said it's uncertain times. Liverpool would like to spend money, Liverpool would like to strengthen the team, but Liverpool will only spend money if it makes sense, if we have money to spend. And I fully respect that. What is true though is that because Manchester City's Champions League transfer ban got lifted, Man City will go crazy in the summer and sign a lot of players. Chelsea already signed Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, and they are trying to sign other players as well. Ben Chilwell from Leicester, I heard being mentioned as a Chelsea target. Manchester United will sign players, probably Arsenal will sign players, and maybe even Tottenham as well. So all the teams around Liverpool, or below Liverpool should I say, will strengthen their side. And Liverpool, yes, they are Premier League champions, but if we don't strengthen the team, that might come back to haunt us. Jurgen Klopp said that Liverpool will spend money, but only if we have it. And that will, I think, depend more on the sales as well. And Dietmar Hamann, the former Liverpool player, actually said that the 29-year-old Thiago is a little bit older than what Liverpool would likely prefer, but that he has so much skill, so much ability, so much world-class talent, that could arguably trump all the other concerns. And Liverpool, in these uncertain times, I think we should go for Thiago, because he would cost a lot less than a player who would be 5 years younger than Thiago and almost as good a player. But even a worse player than Thiago, if he's 5 years younger, coming from the Bundesliga, would cost a lot more. And Liverpool want to win here and now. We want to maximize this next 3-year period, and Thiago would be perfect for that, in my opinion. But let's hear what Dietmar Hamann said. He doesn't quite fit the profile, Thiago, of a Liverpool's transfer policy at his age of 29 years old. Regardless, a transfer would make sense in my eyes. Jurgen Klopp has more workhorses in his midfield with Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, Naby Keita. He could use an intricate, technical player like Thiago very well. On the other hand, he will surely have a contract at Bayern Munich waiting to be signed. I would be surprised if he was not offered a lot to stay. Well, we already know he was offered quite a lot, a 3-year contract, but Thiago wanted 4-year contract, and he is well within his rights to reject that contract and say, I want to move on, I want to get a new challenge, I want to experience something different. And the Premier League is such an adventure for Thiago at 29. And Hamann also said Liverpool certainly want to keep the cost down. Thiago is 29 now, when everyone is fit in the Bayern Munich midfield. Joshua Kimmich, Laron Goretzka, Thomas Müller. Thiago starts on the bench. Thiago certainly has his brilliant moments. I like to watch him, but he has never played in a Champions League final for Bayern. The bottom line is that he's one of the most likely options for Liverpool to pursue. And I fully agree with Dietmar Hamann. He is actually the most likely transfer that Liverpool could do in the summer, because he would only cost, I mean, Liverpool want to pay 20 million, Bayern Munich want 40 million euros. So maybe 30 million euros, which is like 25, 26 million, could be a compromise. And I think Liverpool can afford that. I think Liverpool can afford to spend 25 million on a world-class midfielder who has more technical and creative ability than the likes of Henderson, Fabinho, Wijnaldum. And I think that we need at least another midfielder to really boost up the numbers, because Liverpool want to win everything next season, and in order to do that, we need a big squad. Mohamed Salah has 149 appearances before the Arsenal game, so he will make his 150th appearance against Arsenal, and he scored 94 goals in those 149 games. Absolutely insane statistic. Jurgen Klopp agrees. They are nothing more to say about this. In football, it's really special. I don't know how many other players in world football had that ever. There cannot be a lot, because it's so exceptional. The 94 goals, but involved in a lot of other goals as well, with the assists. If we think about the goals we scored when he made the run or stuff like this, open up the gap, then he's probably involved in 150 goals. If we would have a closer look at that, which is incredible. How I said yesterday, obviously a win-win situation. When Mo Salah joined us, it was brilliant for us, very good for him, because I think we suit him very well, and the way we play helps him. So absolutely exceptional. And let's see if I can line him up tonight, and that he has 150 games. 150 games in 3 years is incredible as well, by the way. That's really a lot. And yeah, that's like 50 games per season, and this season isn't even over. I could draw these goals. The German Jurgen Klopp remembered these goals that Salah scored against Arsenal. We were 1-0 down. I think then Philippe Coutinho free kick at Lallana, Mane, Oxlade-Chamberlain scored for the wrong team came on and scored for the wrong team. That was a really good day. So first game Arsenal away is difficult in a season, but we were quite positive about our team regarding the pre-season. I remember that game. Jurgen Klopp's first full season in the Premier League started with a 4-3 win away to Arsenal. Absolutely brilliant. We saw a lot of good things coming, but then you still have to deliver results. What I hated that day, it was the day when Sadio scored the goal and he jumped on my back. It was not his fault, it was my fault because I let him do it. And after that, Arsenal scored twice. It got really nervy in the end, and we were lucky to get the 3 points. But how I said, in early stages of a relationship, these kind of games are essential to make the next steps where you can show everybody outside as well. How I said, we had a good feeling, but you have to show everybody, oh, that looks interesting, Liverpool look interesting, that for sure. A very good sign of what would come. So Liverpool have no new injury concerns before the Arsenal game. We will have pretty much the same squad that we had against Burnley. Milner is still not fit to play against Arsenal, but he will be back probably against Chelsea. Jurgen Klopp said that Milner didn't train before the Arsenal game. And also Virgil van Dijk is currently on a course to become the first Liverpool player, outfield player, since Robbie Fowler in 95 and 96 to be ever present in back-to-back league campaigns. What this means is that Virgil van Dijk could be the first player in like more than 20 years be playing all the league games in back-to-back seasons, which is absolutely fantastic achievement if he could do it. And Jurgen Klopp said that we do everything about the players to provide the perfect things what they need for recovery. How I said, not only Virgil van Dijk, Virgil played all the games, but all the others were pretty much always available, a lot of them. That makes it easier to be on the pitch. It's what he has to do. He's a sensational professional, Virgil, no doubt about that, but he plays centre half. They don't run exactly like the midfielders for some games, at least for us. It's up to the boys. They take care, and from what we can do from the club side, we do it. Of course, we try to improve that every day, actually. For sure, every season, we look at how the different recovery things work, and if they are good, we stick to them and improve them. If they don't work really, then we change them. That's how our process is. We learn still always, and the intensity of the game will not stop. It will always get more and more intense. We have to make sure that we bring the boys every 3 days in the best possible shape on the pitch, and I think that's absolutely brilliant from Jurgen Klopp that he actually said this particularly. And also Jurgen Klopp spoke about the differences that he sees between Arteta's Arsenal and the Arsenal before under Unai Emery and Freddie Ljungberg. Unfortunately, probably it will be more challenging again to play Arsenal now and in the future. It looks very much so. Mikel Arteta is part of this very exciting new coaching generation or manager generation. Really exciting to watch. You can see the ideas behind it, obviously influenced by Pep Guardiola. He worked together with him. Probably they had the same idea already before when Mikel was still a player. Yes, you can see a massive influence of him. On top of that, obviously at Arsenal there is still a really exciting squad, all the different offensive players. They have more experienced offensive players with massive quality, and then coming up a lot of really good ones. So yeah, it looks like Arsenal will be a proper challenger again. And Jurgen Klopp also talked about his first talk with Mohamed Salah, saying that, what's your favorite position? And he said it would be right wing, but Sadio Mane is playing there, and he played a pretty good season last season. Yes, he does, but he can play on the other wing as well. That was pretty much the start. The idea was clear how we want to play with the boys up front, but it worked out in a manner which we couldn't have expected. They scored, now Mane, Firmino and Salah, 250 goals since they joined the Liverpool. That's an incredible number. It was a good day for Liverpool when he signed, and a very good day as well for Mo Salah, because it fits really well, and that's very important in life. You cannot change the world alone, but together with the right people around you, you have a better chance to do it. And also Jurgen Klopp spoke about the speculation around Lovren and his contract extension and his future. First and foremost, 15 appearances this season, and a couple of times injured for sure, and he was not available. Dejan played outstanding games for us. He's a very important part of the squad, absolutely no problem. It's always like this, we have 4 centre-halves and we play usually with 2 of them, but we needed all 4 always, so a very, very important role. He played the Champions League final for us, played a lot of big games and was always a very reliable player. So nothing else to say about it, to be honest. And yeah, absolutely, Lovren is an experienced player. Since I'm in, Dejan was always either in the team or close to the team or not available. There was nothing else. We never had problems. It's all good. But nothing to say about the contract situation, because it's nothing to discuss in public. It's just how it is. The situation is absolutely clear. Dejan is a player of Liverpool FC and we need him. In this moment again, with Joao Matip injured, we have again only 3 centre-halves. So 1 more injured, and Dejan had a little problem the last 2 weeks. Not massive, but little. He's now available again. And that's what you need. You need the quality we have on the centre-half position to be successful. And that's why there's nothing really to discuss. So my take from this is that Lovren will only leave if Liverpool can bring in another centre-back. Sepp van den Berg, I don't think he's ready to play for Liverpool just yet, but I think once Lovren is sold, Liverpool will only sell him if we have a replacement ready to be signed. And he was also asked if he has any tactical specifics he's looking for in the last 3 games of the season. Look, that's difficult because the Premier League game is so demanding, so making steps when you play every 3 days is really difficult. The most important thing in this moment is that we are really competitive, because our opponents obviously play for everything. Arsenal want to qualify for Europe and we will feel that. That's what we have to make sure. It's good, that's good for our development as well, because making sure for ourselves we are ready in each game, even if we don't play for anything apart from points, which for us is the main thing, the 3 points. The boys showed me that all the time. That's why I was again really happy with the Burnley game, because of all the Burnley games I played so far with my team, it was one of the better ones for sure. We just didn't score the goals, and then you will always struggle against Burnley because they believe in this one chance and they got it. That's why they could get a point. But that's what we have to show, the attitude, the desire. That's what we have to show. Football tactics, if I say now let's change this and that, for changes, timing is extremely important, because you have to speak about them, ask for them in moments when the boys are ready for that. It was all a difficult time with the lockdown coming back. Everyone was happy to play again, try to find your feet again. We did that, great. Physical status is great. That was very important as well, because it showed us the boys when they are at home. Okay, we observed that obviously, but they did all the necessary stuff. And now we have to finish this league in a very, very difficult schedule. Fixtures with Arsenal and Chelsea with the result last night. It's a proper fight for the Champions League. So we will get the trophy that night and Chelsea fight here with all they have for the Champions League. That will be an interesting game as well. The last game, Newcastle, which I know meanwhile for some reason is a pretty intense game. That's how it is. So I don't ask for changes, I ask for consistency. I want to see us consistently performing on our highest level. Then it's always like this. If you don't score, and that happens in football, then you have to invest even more. If you score, maybe you can make your life slightly easier, but without scoring, football will always stay a proper fight. So far the boys were really ready for that, so I'm fine with that. What a brilliant interview by Jurgen Klopp. Absolutely love it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this as well. Thanks for watching. See you later guys. Goodbye.